quick build update using javelins. They're decent. Here's the gear. Once you get towards the end of the game, get the 70% minion damage staff. And if you see on the staff, you get new things like damage penetration for your minions. I was going with attack speed. I want to get rid of the weapon range and the attack. But the crit, the damage penetration, and the abyssling damage rolled so good that I just kind of stuck with it. Minion helmet. It always rolls +2 minion elemental resist when it starts. I just needed the resist. This procced off of this is either one of the uniques that procced off of using the mats that you can accidentally roll a unique, or I bought this from the auction house for like 200 tokens because it was a steal. I can't remember. Anyway, we got that, and then resist chest, but it's a minion armor. It gives 6% to minion. Hands that give a few minion things: minion attack speed, minion crit. Went with just benefits to me. Now these can roll minion stats, your boots, but I just wanted benefits to me. And I'll show you why soon. The final boss is insane. I ended up going away from a few minion pieces of gear just because I needed the stats. And on the minion piece of gear here, I just went with the enhanced potion duration, cooldown recovery for the raids. Since we're kind of in the raid status now. Using really old rings. Level 39, level 43. I just never really found anything. The rings were tough. You either find minion damage or crit rate. Without the crit rate, it shows that my minions just don't really have very good crit. Right now they got 29%. But without those rings, it drops down to like 16 or something. I don't really understand what's going on with that. But yeah, there's the gear. Potions are kind of standard. Chaos resist because the final boss was insane. Here's the skills. Javelin Abysslings, what I'm using currently. Multi-shot. Attack damage increase. Projectile acceleration. Additional physical damage. And for clearing, I found chain, so I'm using chain. If you don't have chain, I would suggest using minion speed and split projectile. Now, I don't suggest using these except for bossing, if you can help it. And we'll get to that here in just one moment. For the skills that you're going to be using, gather minions is one of the most important skills that you have. The open opportunities that you have on bosses, you need this up. You need to use this, you need to pop this, and you need to use your channeling ability. And that's the only time you use these. You use them when the boss is ready to take a lot of damage, or they're going to shoot like a wave off in your direction. Whenever a boss shoots a wave off in your direction, you just teleport behind them, gather minions, Sacred Devotion, and then you just walk away. Next strongest ability I found was the Unite Crowd. I don't think it gets better than this. This is just always going. Any person that plays minion builds is going to understand what this does. Attack speed, or you make your minions stronger. Attack speed's the only thing that matters with the crit. As for your rune knights, I have 2 of them. And the reason why is because when one's dead, I can use the other one. Main one is going to be the Arctic Rune Knight for the attack speed. For the Abysslings. And what I have linked to them is just tanking. So, just body shield, armor, minion HP. Teleport, use count, increase duration, attached to your mark focus. And the only thing you're going to really switch out is attack damage increase with Endless Pain. Now, let's go to Poison Abysslings. This is probably what a lot of people are using. So for Poison Abysslings, this isn't necessarily the links I want. I want more green links. But I would throw in poison damage into here, and maybe Flowing Pain. And then you can stick with projectile acceleration if you want. And then you can actually throw in spell damage here. So if you're going to use your poison abysslings, that's going to be what you want to do. Now to talk about endgame stuff. You're working towards trying to get this rune. That's minion damage. I haven't got it yet. I'm not really 100% sure how to get it other than just merging these runes together and hoping that it procs. And the only way I ever got the chain was out of a box, so who knows. Only skill we don't have for minions is going to be the Wrathful Rune Knight. I'm not 100% sure if this Enrage is cast on your minions or is cast on him. If it's on the minions, that's great. If it's on him only, if you're a Rune Knight build, that'd be good. That's the main stuff for the build. You're mainly just using those abilities, summoning out your abysslings over and over again, and we go from there. That's pretty much all you're going to do. I've already put up a few of the boss fights and what we've done for that. So if you're interested in to see how you use this against some bosses, you can check that out. And if you wonder how to get the Javelin Abysslings early and to get them to yellow status, if you wanted to do it early and you already know what build you want when you start the game, you do have to go into the store, and a few of the first purchases that you can get will allow you to pick any rune in the game that you want. Go ahead and pick the summon that you're wanting to do the game with. I don't recommend getting the javelins right off the bat. They're not as good. They're good late game. They're not good early game. Anyway, that's it for now. I'll update everybody on what's going on with this later.